Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. And by the end of this video, I'm going to be a little sad. I'll have to say it. Cassie finally decided it was time to leave, time to hit the road, time to go. But she won't be gone forever. She is going to a tournament in Missouri. So a basketball tournament. She's going to be gone a couple days. And today and tomorrow, we got to get ready for her to leave. Whoa, coming in hot, coming in hot. So Shelby and Bella are going crazy this morning. It is probably about 35 degrees. I'm like a human thermometer. It's 35 degrees this morning. It's very cold. Yesterday the high was 62 and today the high is 41. So it is cold. So that is not my tractor. That is a random strange tractor. And the reason a random strange tractor is here, if you guys haven't been following along, is we have been getting some work done on the farm as far as getting H-braces and corner posts set for new fencing that we're going to be putting in. So I'm super excited about that. But now it's about time to do my part, and that is I have to go to Willer Metal today. That's where I get a lot of our stuff. I want to get gates, I'm going to get wire, and I'm going to get some panels, just random things that I need. But the main thing is gates. I need gates because our welder is going to start hanging gates on the corners he's building in the next couple of days. So I've got to get prepped for that. Shelby, you've been by my side through this whole thing. Shelby doesn't leave me. Mr. Jingles, he just sticks around because he's hungry and wants fed. And you might can hear the donkeys. I don't know if you hear them or not. They're over here whining. Hi, Loretta. You won't even let me pet you. Hi, Dolly. Good morning. Good morning, pretty girl. And I got bit on the last video by you, June. First time I've ever been bit by one of my donkeys. June did it. Hey, boys, you want some food this morning? You want some food this morning, boys? Counting down the days, less than a week on the farm. And those steers will be leaving. So I'm gonna get everybody a little bit of food out here. I always feed the steers, try to twice a day. And I'll give the donkeys a little bit while I do. Come on. If you want fed, you gotta come. Hear that wind just now. It is windy and cold, but I'm not gonna be out here very long, so I didn't bundle up like I would if I was gonna be out in the cold for a while. So I'm cold. I'm gonna go back in and warm up by the fire, get some more wood in before I hit the road to go to Muskogee and get supplies. But first, I'm gonna feed you boys. Come on, come on. There we go. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Good, a belly's full. All right, Benny. Here's yours, buddy. Enjoy. Oh, so cold. I'm gonna go warm up. I definitely underdressed, but I'm gonna check out the old, this is the Sooners fireplace. Somebody asked me what that's all about. If you're not from Oklahoma, I guess that's probably common. The Oklahoma football team is called the Sooners. And so it is the Oklahoma Sooners. That's the Sooner schooner. Oh, that feels so good. And yes, I should have on gloves. And I'm about to go put on gloves because the wood wagon is empty. So I'm gonna bundle up, get on gloves, put some wood in the wagon, make sure the fireplace is full, and let's head to town. So I just pulled into Wheeler Metal. It's in Muskogee, Oklahoma, and it is a madhouse here. There are, I'll show you guys, there's trucks lined up all in this lane, there's trucks lined up in this lane, and it's actually not nearly as busy today as it is sometimes. Sometimes it's backed up to the road, but what they do here is have a huge supply of metal, panels, fencing material. They sell anything metal related. I mean, anything. Angle iron. They sell red iron kits for building kits for shops and barns. They sell fire extinguishers over there. Or not fire extinguishers, fire hydrants. That's kind of a random item. They've got feed bunks. They sell trailers. They sell beds, like flatbeds for pickups. A little bit of everything, but what I'm mainly getting today is some gates. So they make a really nice heavy duty gate. 10-foot gates that are weld on, and a 16-foot gate. Also, the corral panels I use in my corral, they are chained together and they work really well. So I'm buying a few more of those to kind of finish out the middle of my working pen. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna get all the stuff loaded up. We'll see what it looks like when I get it loaded up, and we need to head home. So I just finished up at stop number 2, and that is Tractor Supply Company. Unfortunately, the welding place, or Wheeler Metal Supply place that I went to, they have a lot of welding supplies. It's kind of a welding supply store, but the place I went to, they don't sell wire-filled gates. And wire-filled gates is what I need in the big hay pasture, because the sheep and goat wire, we'll have it in there, and we'll need wire-filled gates to keep those animals in. So, came by Tractor Supply. Not my favorite store. I like the local places, non-chain better. But they do run specials. So this right here, Producer's Pride 8x8 universal poultry pin. So that little pin, we already have one similar to it, but regular $600. It has a top on it and everything. On sale for $300. So guess what? I got Cassie. Another little pin. So we like to use these for like grow out pins. Also, I like to use it for a little dog kennel where I can put our dog up if we need to. They're just great for a lot of things. So I picked up another pin. It is so cold today though. It's 38 degrees and probably like a 15-20 mile an hour wind. So I asked them if they would take it apart and have it ready to load up for me. So they're gonna do that. They said somebody on the next shift, they usually have extra people, and they'll send somebody out to take it apart, and I'll be able to stop by in a few days and load it up and take it home, but half price. So I don't know if you have a Tractor Supply in your area, but you might check out their supply. They might have another pin. 50% off is pretty good discount. Just goes to show you how much money are they really making on those if they can sell them at 50% off. But we'll see what Cassie says, if she'll be excited or not. I think she will. Well, I made it back just in time because they actually finished putting all the posts in, and they started welding on the H-braces, which means they need gates at each H-brace that has one to go ahead and weld that up while they're here. So just barely got it to them in the nick of time. So they have everything they need now. I'll show you the welding rig he's got set up. Really nice setup. And over there, I got the gate laid out, and he's doing some welding. So this gentleman, I actually didn't know it was him, but my uncle had lots of corral panels made and a lot of corner posts, fence built, and it was actually his dad that did that 20 or 30 years ago. And I always knew that guy was a really good welder and a hard worker. Well, it turns out this is his son, and he was there most of the time when his dad was doing the work at my uncle's house. So anyway, it's a small world. Also, I just got a call from Tractor Supply. I didn't really know what to expect. I saw Tractor Supply Company come up on my cell phone. They said the pin I bought, the little chicken poultry pin slash dog pin, whatever you want to call it, they actually already had one taken apart in the back. He said it was, the only difference was it was from last year, and he said all the hardware's there, it's in good shape. They had used it inside the store, and he said, I don't know why, but he said, I'll give it to you for $50 off the price that you paid for it. So instead of paying $300, which was half price, I'm getting an extra 50 bucks off. So you can't really beat that. So that was a deal. So I am going to go ahead and unload the rest of the gates. This one takes a 10 foot. So I'll show you that real quick. Probably a little bit windy. I'm recording on my GoPro. It's just super easy. I don't have to mess with the microphone and stuff. But here is a 10-foot gate. Here's a 16-foot gate that came from Tractor Supply. And then my other gates are under there. I'm gonna come around and lay them all out. But as I do, I'll give you guys an update. So right here, we just left where he's welding out up there. You come down here, we're gonna have an H brace to stretch that way, an H brace to stretch that way, and then right here, 10-foot gate. All right, got the little green gate in place. I know some of you aren't gonna like it because the gates don't all match, but they quit making different models, they quit making different colors. Sometimes they have a green one, sometimes they have a brown one. If we want them to all match someday, we can get out the paint can, but hey, at least they're painted. That's better than a lot of my gates. So the next stop is this corner post. It does not need anything here, no gates or anything. Just a regular old boring corner post. But down here at the end, I have to put in a 16-foot gate. And the reason is, look at this giant power line right here behind me. That belongs to GRDA, and they actually did put in a 16-foot gate for me up by the road, but I needed a sheep and goat wire gate anyway, so I didn't even bother with asking them this time. I just went ahead and bought the gate. So I'm gonna unload this last gate where it goes, and then we gotta go to the other side and unload those. All right, that gate looks like it might be a little high on that end, so it'll probably be welded up pretty high. And I may have to come out here and kind of dig it out and make an adjustment for the ground level to level it up, but I can do that later on. There's some adjustment on those gates up and down, so that'll be okay. So I missed unloading one of the gates, but it's a 16-foot gate that's gonna go right by the barn where there's already one gate there that opens up. There will be another gate, so it'll be 32-foot opening. But I'm driving out right now. Cows don't really know what to think because I never drive this truck out in the field, so they're not chasing me down yet, but once if they figure out it's me, they'll be chasing me. So I'm gonna unload these. I grabbed some lunch. Lunch does not always look the same. Pure protein chocolate peanut butter. Something fast, and a cheeseburger sounded good, but when I'm sitting in the truck half the day and not moving a lot, I know I should not be eating a big greasy cheeseburger. So protein bar and a banana was lunch today, and I'm gonna go get these last 2 gates unloaded. All right, we're back down here by the fence that we tore out. Got the 10-foot gate unloaded. So between me and my neighbor, we'll have a 10-foot gate on this side of the property. We'll also have a 10-foot gate on the other side. So that one's a little harder to get to, and I'm gonna have to drag it through the creek bed. So I probably won't bring you along for that one, but it's looking really good back here. I can't wait until we get this fence up and finished, and it's really gonna look nice then. But all down to one gate, and then we have all these panels, but I don't have to unload them right at this moment. I've got some other stuff I'll probably take care of. Those panels are gonna go in the lot and make it really nice when I go to load cattle up. Well, that's a wrap on the fencing project for the day. I have a couple things left. I'll catch up with Cassie though in a little bit, but my grandpa's 90th birthday party is tonight. We probably won't get to stay very long, but I at least want to go by and tell him happy birthday and maybe eat a little bit. It's at a local restaurant, but we have an appointment. It's at 6 o'clock, then we have an appointment at 7 that we have to keep. So, but we're gonna do that. Go ahead and wish my grandpa a happy birthday. And right now though, I've got to go for a quick run and then do the chores. So some of you probably think I'm weird. I haven't got to run though all week. Today the high is 40 degrees, and I'm gonna try to get at least 3 or 4 miles in. So the dogs are down here wrestling and fighting. Well, I've got to hurry up to do that, do the run, do the chores, and we'll catch up with Cassie and see you in just a little bit. So I told you Cassie was going to leave me. Now she's got to face the music, face the subscribers. Why are you leaving me, Cassie?
Because my basketball team's more important.
Oh, my heart.
Kidding.
My heart. Somebody. Okay, well, I'm not going to be that dramatic. But Cassie does have
Don't be as dramatic when that donkey barely bit you and you acted like it got you so good.
Oh, really? Not only did she get me, but she got me right here in the back, and it was.
And she left a mark.
And she surprised me. Like I've been really trusting of the donkeys. I have not been bit like that one time.
They haven't kicked at us.
They haven't kicked. I walk right behind them. I rub on them from front to back. They never kick. I grab their feet.
That's why my reaction was, really?
So if you guys
surprised.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you that right now because, well, you need to see it. Stopping by. Yes, we are out here with the donkeys. And ow! Oh, she bit me.
Really?
Yeah. Stopping by. Yes, we are out here with the donkeys. And ow! Oh, she bit me.
Really?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what happened. I got...
mauled by a donkey.
Attacked by my own animal is what I put in the title or something. It was true. All right. It's not clickbait if it's true. And guess what?
What?
I had several subscribers point out to me, and I noticed it too, that the very moment that I got bit, Faith was going to get a drink of milk. And so I was standing there in June's peripheral vision, like she probably just saw me, and then Faith started to try to nurse, and that was the exact time that she reached out and grabbed me. So I'm going to call it a one-time fluke. If it happens again, though, it's my fault. I should not be letting my guard down around the donkeys.
Or you should feed her instead of talking.
Well,
which some people said she was mad because you weren't petting her. Well, we had been petting her for a long time.
Yeah, we had just been petting on them and loving on them, and we started our video off because we like to start the video off by the animals because you guys like to watch the animals more than us. It's true. We're not even going to pretend that's not true.
But anyway, how was your day today?
Okay, so I have something to tell Cassie. I have a little bit of a surprise for her. So I went to Willer Metal. I already showed them. They already know what I'm talking about.
Could be a scary surprise.
I went to Willer Metal, got my panels, got the panels for the stock, the cattle pen. I've got 10 extra panels, so we have plenty of when I go to lock cattle now, like to make a smaller pen. And then, anyway, I got gates. All the gates, I got them all out, strung out in every spot they go. And I had to go to Tractor Supply to get gates because I needed the wire-filled gates, the gates that have the sheep and goat wire. Well, when I went there, I went out there. I needed a 16-foot, a 10-foot. They had them all, everything I needed. And something caught my eye on the way out that said, Cassie might need this. A poultry pen.
Okay.
Almost identical to the one we have.
Mm-hmm.
Regular, $600. 50% off.
I think that's when Brandon got all of his last year when it was that price.
Probably so. Well, I thought Cassie needs that, so guess what I did? I said, I'm going to take that home. But not today, because it was all put together, and it was freezing cold outside.
So you bought that?
Yeah, $299.
So we have one just like it.
We have one like it, but the grow out pen that we have right now, I want to open all that up for the sheep. And so I want to get rid of that grow out pen. So when I do that, we need more grow out pen areas. So I thought Cassie would like that. So do you like it?
Ow.
Now you'll have two areas.
Yeah.
I really want to keep one
I'm
for
just really surprised you bought it, but yeah.
Well, I bought it for you.
Oh, thank you.
But the story gets better. I got down the road, or got home, and the guy called me from Tractor Supply. I don't know where he got my phone number at. Is it on my profile? Probably on my profile.
Farm tax or something?
Something. He called me and he said, hey, I started looking around in the back and I found another pen that I guess they'd kept it inside. Like sometimes they have them set up. He said, it's already taken apart, so we don't have to take the one apart up front.
They put their chickens inside one of those to keep people away from
it. And so he said, you can have it and I'll give you $50 off if you want it. I said, is it the same pen? Yeah. Does it have all the parts? Yeah. I said, well, yeah, I want it. $50 off. So when I get back, he's going to give me a $50 refund plus the pen. So Not only did I get it for 50% off, I got it for like 60% off. Just for
Nice.
you. Just for you. 200.
Now I need to hatch some chickens.
$250 for a brand new 8x8 with a cover on top. I like that cover on top because
Oh, it does have a cover?
yeah, it has the cover, the wire on top.
Yeah.
That way.
Oh, it doesn't have the shade.
No, it doesn't have shade. You can buy the shades for it, but
So the one we bought because someone used it as a chicken pen and a raccoon killed all their chickens.
so I thought about
And we bought it cheap. My mom found it.
So I thought about putting it somewhere either in the barn, like next to a stall, so that way it's out of the weather and we wouldn't have to worry about that. So when the chickens are growing out, or we'll figure it out though. Anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday. Cassie's not yawning. She just, did you swallow that yawn?
I'm trying to do better. I don't know what else to do.
Somebody said that Chestnut Hills, they have a yawning thing and they've figured out how to go away with the yawns or something. So
I have to ask Zoe.
Check with Zoe. So we were catching up with you so late because we just got back from a special little meeting with a lawyer about the opioid crisis that hit way back in 2013, 15, 16, 18, like all through those years.
Yeah.
But they're doing, it was a private investigator. Private investigator. Sounds special. From California, a law firm that has hired her. She's doing some investigation about some crazy things that were happening here. So we're not going to tell you everything right now, but just know we'll have some more details coming out soon.
But we're involved because of fostering and adopting and that being brought into it. She saw our stories on other news outlets and things that it's been on and reached out to us.
Yeah, but what's crazy is there were some pretty high places that knew exactly what was going on, that people were getting way too many pills in this area and they did absolutely nothing about it. And now they're going to face some consequences for it. And we're just telling our story as part of it. So maybe later on we'll have a video about that. I think once we get into it just a little bit more, we'll share more details. But that's why we're recording so late and catching up with you. And Cassie's going off, leaving me. So best of luck on your tournament.
Yep, we'll be back Saturday evening.
Monette, Missouri.
Monette, Missouri. Monette, I think.
Monette, Missouri. So Cassie will be there. Wish her luck in her teams. And say a special prayer for their safety and travels. And it's not very far, but they do have a bunch of kids and a couple school vans going. So
yep.
Hopefully everybody gets there safe and sound.
This is the tournament that if you guys have been following us for a year now, I went to start the van the morning to leave, and it went really loud because someone had stolen the Cadillac converter off of it. So
I remember that.
That was a year ago.
That was 1 year ago. That's time goes by fast.
Yep.
And this is also why I'm dropping Cassie off in the morning, and we're not leaving our van over there to set all weekend.
Yeah.
Because we don't want our catalytic converters to be disappearing anytime soon. So she's got to finish packing. I've got to go hook up the enclosed trailer to pull it over.
Do the new vehicles have Cadillac converters on them?
Yeah, they got a lot of them.
Oh.
But I think
setup?
they've started breaking down or cracking down a little bit on where they sell those at. They've busted like 5 or 6 of the metal shop buyers that bought the catalytic converters, and because they were buying them illegally. Hold it.
I can't. It was too big.
Anyway, so it's helping, but I still don't trust a vehicle left in a empty parking lot all weekend. So I'm going to drop her off in the morning. But we thank you guys for staying up late with us. I know it's not late for you. It might be early, but we hope you guys have a great day, and God bless.
Love you guys.